guys, so today I am filming my Christmas book haul. I'm kind of out of breath because I've just had to run up 2 flights of stairs to get these books, so excuse me if I sound a bit tired. I received quite a few amazing books this Christmas, which was really lovely, and I can't wait to share them with you guys, so I'm just going to get stuck in because there are quite a few. Some of these, as I said, were gifts from some really amazing lovely people in my life, and other ones I bought myself in the sales yesterday, and one I won in a giveaway over on Twitter, so I'll tell you when that one comes up, but we're just going to get into them. So the first book I received was from my amazing brother, and it is I, Cosmo. This is a book that is told from a family dog's perspective, and it's about family life and, you know, family and friendship dynamics. It's about life, it's about, you know, getting together and overcoming issues, and it's just a really lovely book apparently. But yeah, it's told from Cosmo's perspective, and Cosmo is a golden retriever, so yeah. For those of you guys that don't know, I absolutely adore dogs. Dogs are like my favourite animal. I'm really kind of like obsessed with dogs, but not just in the sense of like I like dogs, but I just think they're such incredible animals. Like, they're so clever, and the fact that they can do such incredible things just blows my mind. So I love books about dogs, and I've never had a book from the perspective of the dog, so I'm super excited about this. But yeah, my brother bought this for me. It was on my Christmas list, and I'm super excited to read this because I just think it's going to be so much fun, and yeah, I'm super excited. So the next book I received is actually animal orientated as well, and it is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. This is a book that my uncle and auntie and my cousins gave me, and I didn't ask for this one. I'd heard of it, but I had no idea what it was about, and when they gave it to me, it just became apparent that this book is literally perfect for me. It's the most perfect gift I could ever imagine getting. So I read this on Boxing Day, and it's just one of those books that I feel like I'm going to read constantly. It's one of those books that I feel like I've decided that I'm going to try and read this at least once a month, but possibly more than that. It's a very quick read. For those of you guys that don't know, it's about life, mental health, well-being. It's about friendship and dealing with hard issues, but also dealing with happy things and love and hope, and it's just the best thing ever, and the illustrations are absolutely incredible. So there's a lot of black and white illustrations, but there are also some beautiful full colour illustrations in here as well, and it's just the most amazing idea, and I'm so glad that I finally have it because it's incredible, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. It's the most amazing idea and concept ever. I gave this 5 stars. If I could give it higher, I would have done. I just think it's just incredible. If you guys need something that will give you hope in this world, read this, because it definitely will, and I just think it's beautiful. So the next 3 books were again from my younger brother. He is a star, and he knows exactly what I need in my bookish life. So he got me the first book in the Lord of the Rings. He got me the Fellowship of the Ring. This is the HarperCollins Movie Tie-in Edition 2001. For those of you guys that don't know, I collect Tolkien's books in different editions, different covers. I have about 100 editions at this point, but I think I might already have this one, which he knew. This is from a charity shop, so he didn't spend loads of money on it, but I think I might have this one already, so I'm going to have to check my collection. I will do a Tolkien collection at some point, but I just feel like I'm always gathering more books, so it's never complete. Like, it never will be complete. So maybe I'll do one beginning of this year. Maybe I'll do one in January, and then I'll update it every now and then, every couple of months. I don't know, but if you guys would be interested in seeing that, definitely let me know in the comments, because I've been wanting to do it for a really long time. I just haven't got around to it because, as I said, I'm forever collecting more editions to add to my collection. So yeah, but I think I already have this one, but even if I do, I'm going to keep it because I like to have duplicates, hear me out, so that I can read and annotate the duplicates, because then it's not like as big a deal. Do you know what I mean? I don't, yeah. So then I have 2 more editions. These are the HarperCollins 1996 editions, and they have full colour illustrations in them. For those of you guys that again don't know, I'm obsessed with Alan Lee, the illustrator. He is incredible. I actually went and met him at a signing for one of the new releases of Tolkien's works. It was for Beren and Luthien, and I went to the signing and I met him in Oxford, and it was just incredible. But yeah, so these actually have full colour glossy illustrations in them, of this one down, of his work, which is really, really cool, and I'm super excited to have these because I have, as I said, books, I have editions with his work in, but they're all hardbacks, and I've never come across one with his illustrations in that are actually paperback, so that's super cool. But yeah, he couldn't find the first one, so I have The Two Towers and I have Return of the King, but yeah, and the illustrations are on the covers, and I just think they're gorgeous. They're so cool and glossy and amazing, so I'm super excited to add these to my collection, and it's growing. As I said, I think I have around 100 editions at this point, but I need to count because I don't actually know, and that makes me consider how many books I actually own in general, because it's probably a lot, so I should probably check. Next few books are books that I purchased myself yesterday in the sales. I had some Christmas money from my dad, so I went and bought myself a new wardrobe for a start. I say a new wardrobe, I think I bought like 8 items, but they're items that will go with everything, so I can kind of just minimalise my wardrobe, if that makes sense. So yeah, I went and bought myself some clothes, but then I bought myself 3 books, which is super exciting as they're books that I've been wanting for a really, really long time, and I don't tend to buy full price books just because I'm a student and I'm skint, but when I do have Christmas money, birthday money, I like to treat myself to some full price books. So the first book that I have is The Last Wish by Andrzej Sapkowski. Sapkowski? I'm probably saying that wrong. Yeah, obvious. The series has just come out on Netflix and everyone is obsessed with it, but I really like the game. I can't play video games, I will just say I'm absolutely appalling at video games and I cannot play them to save my life, but I really enjoyed watching it be played and assisting as best I could in playing. So yeah, I'm super excited. I've only watched the first 20 minutes of the series, because of like the first episode, because the thing is, I know there's only 1 season out and it's not coming out until like not even next year, the year after, so I don't want to like go into it too quickly, but I bought the book and I can't wait to read it, and I can't wait to get the whole series and just like marathon them. I'm in such a big high fantasy sci-fi mood at the minute, so I'm really, really excited to pick this up, and yeah, I can't wait. So the next book I have is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. This is a book that I've seen Reagan from Peruse Project raving about all the time, and it just seems so exciting and cool, and I'm just really excited to read this because I think it's going to be right up my alley. The books sound so amazing and magical and fantastical, and I'm just so excited to get into some more fantasy. I'm currently reading The Fate of the Fallen by Kel Cade, and I'm loving it so much. It's really gritty, but it's not even gritty. It's kind of gross at points, but it's really hilarious as well. There's some really funny comedy aspects to it, and it's just made me want to read more fantasy again, because fantasy is what I read, to be honest. As you can kind of tell. But yeah, so I'm really excited to read this. It's a whopper of a book. It's like, well actually it's only like 600-700 pages, so it's not that big really, but yeah, so I'm super excited for this. As you guys know, I do love fantasy. Fantasy is my thing, but I have the last book in A Song of Ice and Fire. I don't even know if you can see it in this video because I might have cut it out, but it's down here. Oh, you can see it. I need to read the last one, but I'm putting it off because I read pretty much the entire series in 2019, and I don't want to go into 2020 without George Martin to read, so yeah, I have the last one, but I'm putting it off, not because I don't want to read it, but because I can't cope with it being over. But yeah, so I need more fantasy in my life, and this feels like the perfect thing to fill that void in my reading life. And as I said, Reagan raves about this all the time, so I trust her opinions. She is the girl of fantasy on BookTube, so super excited to read this. I actually have another book that I picked up because Reagan really raves about it. As I said, I trust her opinions on fantasy. She's like the cover girl of fantasy on BookTube, as I said, so I trust her recommendations. And but yeah, it's the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin, and this is a book again she talks about all the time. It's really political apparently, and I don't know, it's kind of like, I like the politics in Game of Thrones. I was never really someone that liked fantastical like politics and stuff in books, it just really bored me, but since reading Game of Thrones I just think it's so interesting, so I'm really excited for the for that aspect of this book, and I think it's going to be really cool. I love the fact that all these books have multiple books out in the series already, because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love when new fantasy series come out because it's really exciting, it's new, nobody's heard of it, and it's like everybody's joining in on that first experience of reading it. But when the first book comes out, then you then have such a long time to wait, and I'm so impatient. And I mean, I do it because I love the books, but they're already out, so that makes me happy. But yeah, I can't wait to read all these books I'm super excited about, and that makes me so happy because I just love the anticipation of wanting to read a new book and being ready to pick it up. It's exciting. So the last book I have to talk to you guys about today is a book that I actually won in a giveaway over on Twitter. So I will leave her username somewhere on this video now for you guys to check her out, because she's really lovely. And basically she was offering, the giveaway was to win a book of your choice, but I actually asked her to recommend me a book because as I said to her, you know, I'm really into fantasy, I really want some new fantasy that I've not heard of or that I don't know that much about but that is very popular at the minute, and she suggested Cry's War. This is a book that has obviously just come out. I can't remember when this was released, but I know it was fairly recently. She recommended this because it's very political but also very unique, and I'm super excited about this. It does have autumn in it, and I'm slightly concerned that that gives me robot vibes. Now, I'm quite scared of robots. I say quite scared. I'm terrified of robots. The idea of a robot scares me too much, but I'm gonna go with it because it doesn't seem like actual robots. So I might be completely wrong and they're just like nothing to do with robots. But yeah, and apparently it has some female relationships in it, which are really exciting because it's always good to have fantasy books with a lot of representation and different people in. So I'm super excited about that, and yeah, I'm really excited for this. As I said, someone let me know if this is like clones or robots or what it is, because I mean obviously I could just read it and find out, and I will, but I'm intrigued. Because it doesn't seem like the kind of, if it is a robot, it's not the kind of robot I'm scared of, I don't think, so we'll find out. But I'm super excited for this. This cover is absolutely divine. Like, I don't know if it's picking up on camera because my ring light is like too bright for this, but it's very shiny. There's so many beautiful illustrations on it. So those are all the books that I picked up and was gifted this Christmas. I'm super excited about all of them. Let me know in the comments what you guys received for Christmas, if there's anything that you're particularly excited about. I hope you guys had a really good Christmas. I hope you have an amazing new year. Thank you so much for sticking with my channel this year. I'm really excited about the things I have coming up for 2020. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see future videos from myself, and you'll see me in the next one. Bye guys!